Hi, I'm Bill Jansen. I'm the pastor of The Forge. We're a church here in St. Thomas, Ontario. And today I want to answer the question, is it a sin to drink alcohol? Or maybe a better way to put it would be, is it permissible for Christians to drink alcohol? Fun fact about me, I didn't actually drink alcohol for the first time until I was around 35 or 36 years old. And I know what you're thinking, Bill, you don't look a day over 25. Thank you. But seriously, people want to know what the Bible teaches on that, and I think we need to make sure that that answer is clear. And we can know just by looking at the scriptures. So first of all, we can know that it is not a sin in and of itself to drink alcohol, because if it was, Jesus would not have done things such as we see before he begins his public ministry, really. He turns water into wine at a wedding. If it was a sin to drink, I'm sure that Jesus would not have done that. Much later on in his life, at the Last Supper, Jesus chooses bread and wine for some very important symbolism that carries through the communion ceremony that churches still practice today and were biblically commanded to practice. And Jesus chooses that wine as symbolizing his blood, and it's something that I'm sure, again, he would not have chosen if it was a sin to drink alcohol. And so then where is the line there? Well, the Bible tells us, although it's permissible to drink alcohol in general, it is not permissible. We should not be getting drunk. And we can see that in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 18. It says, "Do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Holy Spirit." So that's pretty clear just from that one verse. We see it in numerous other passages, though. For example, you can go into multiple passages in the book of Proverbs that talk about the dangers of alcohol there. So then why do some Christians think it's not permissible or that it is a sin to drink alcohol? I grew up around a number of Christians that thought that. And so they thought it's a sin to get drunk and it's a sin to drink alcohol because it can get you drunk. But they said Jesus only did it back then in biblical times because the wine back then was so much weaker, had so little alcohol, you couldn't really get drunk on it. Well, first of all, there's no historical evidence of that being true, that the wine was weaker back then. Second of all, we see right from the scriptures you could get drunk on wine back then, because that's why it says in Ephesians 5:18, do not get drunk on wine. So in short, it is not a sin to drink alcohol. We as Christians should not be getting drunk on alcohol. And even if it is allowed for us to drink alcohol, it's not always wise. So let's make sure we use wisdom when we decide whether or not to drink. But let's also make sure that we're not telling people that there are rules in the Bible that aren't really there. Let's teach the Bible accurately. Thanks for joining me, and cheers.